Hi everybody, it's Stephanie Thomas,
And this is Mary Thomas.
back again from Thomas & Thomas PC, also known as the Sales Tax Sisters. And this is part of our Nexus series.
This is video number 2.
Yes.
In the first video, we talked about the definitions. In this video, we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about why does you understanding matter? Why do you need to understand Nexus? And in short, you need to understand Nexus so that you are never in the position of getting an audit notice from a taxing authority and being stuck with the bill that you are obsessing over, worrying about, and have to pay because you had a duty to register and you didn't do it.
That's exactly it. You know, a lot of people would, and some people would say, they want to get it correct from the jump.
Yeah.
So they won't have any issues. And some people just, it's not on their radar at all. Part of the reason why we have this channel is to help educate you about pitfalls so you can avoid them. And the big thing is you do not want to get a notification from a taxing jurisdiction saying that they are going to audit you. And then you unfortunately finding out during the course of the audit that you had economic nexus and you should have been registered.
Or physical nexus.
Or physical nexus.
Because some people don't get that either.
Yes. And you should have been registered and you should have been collecting sales or use tax on various items.
Because a lot of people will come up to us and say, well, we didn't collect the tax, but that's our client's responsibility. They were supposed to pay it. That has nothing to do with us. That's not the way that the law is set up. I have not seen a jurisdiction where they let the seller off the hook.
Where they just say, oh, you didn't charge the right tax, but we know it's the seller's debt, so we just gonna leave you alone. That don't happen, okay?
No.
It's about who the state or taxing jurisdiction gets to first. They are likely going to get to the business owner first.
And there's a difference between B2B, business to business sales, and B2C, business to consumer sales. Because in a lot of instances, we work with businesses.
True.
So a lot of our businesses are business to business. So that if something goes wrong, we can call up a tax department or an accounting department and say, hey, you know what? We should charge you tax. The auditor's here. We didn't do it. You need to pay us this. And some companies, really great companies, will do it. And It's not a big deal. Other companies, we'll get into that later as to why you don't want to be left holding the bag, don't. The difference between a B2B and a B2C is if you sold millions of dollars worth some small ticket item thing, how are you going to call somebody up and tell them you owe sales tax on a $2 thing?
True.
You can't. But what's going to happen is over the course of time is that if you're selling millions of that adds up.
Exactly.
And if you think about it, audit statute of limitations is usually 3 to 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. How much money are you talking about? The thing about it is that we've dealt with clients who have been told they owe millions. We've dealt with clients who've been told they owe as little as $2,000 or nothing at all. The thing about it is that $20,000 can seem like $1 million if you don't have it.
Exactly.
So it's really important that when you're making these business decisions, whether it's to have a truck that goes out of state, whether it's to let Joni, who you really, really, really love, move, you're going to hire her as a remote employee because she's moving to California and you don't want to let her go, you opening up that box and you need to be aware of it. We're not telling you what to do. Hopefully what we're doing is we're opening up your mind to there are things that you need to go out and research and get a handle on before you make those kinds of decisions. And so we started this video out, second in this series, about why do you care about understanding Nexus. You care about understanding Nexus because some people, and I love people that just want to get it right. But the bottom line is you don't want to be left holding the bag, paying other people's taxes, money that you don't have in a lot of instances because of the way that it kind of stockpiles and it snowballs.
Exactly. And the other thing is, it's important for you to understand before you start doing things.
Yes.
It's because what they say, a pound of prevention, an
Ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
And that is absolutely true when it
Yes.
comes to sales tax, when it comes to Nexus. So when you're thinking about going into different areas, expanding your business, or you just start noticing you're getting a whole lot of sales from California and you're in Texas, and you're getting a whole lot of sales from California and Florida and New Jersey, you need to start thinking, do I have economic nexus?
Yes. And a lot of states have safe harbors. There's at least there's at least one I can think of that doesn't. Keep your eye on Kansas. Keep your eye on Kansas. And there are a couple that have lower thresholds than others. It's going to be really important for you to go in and do the research so you can figure out where you need to be registering, what those triggers are, when you should be measuring it, and exactly what you should be measuring so that you'll know exactly when you need to go in and start the registration process. And it is a process.
It is a process.
So
are we going to talk about that in another video?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay.
Talk about that.
All right, because sometimes you register for sales tax, and that opens the door to other stuff too.
And we are going to talk about that.
So we're going to talk about that in another video. But we're not going to talk about it now because we don't want your head to explode.
No, we want you to get the basic concepts first, and then we can kind of go into more of the detail as to what it means. But we're going to keep these intentionally general because we don't want to be in a situation where anybody goes and registers or does anything that they don't have to do based on that little germ of knowledge. Like I said, if you have a concern, either do the research or hire somebody to do the research, make them explain it to you so that you understand it. Because if you don't understand it, if it seems nebulous, something is wrong. These are not difficult concepts at all. They're buried. And that's why we and a lot of other professionals are around to kind of help you navigate it because it is a lot. But at the end of the day, you need to understand it and you need to be working with people that make sure to the best of their ability that you do understand it. So that was the goal of this. And I think we made you understand from the first video what Nexus is, this video, why it's important. And another thing I did mention, not only do you not want to be left holding the bag if you're the business owner, if you are if you're an executive there, a trusted advisor, you don't want somebody looking at you like you're a nut and saying, hey, why didn't you tell me? Yeah, why didn't you tell me about this?
Exactly. So this is for not only business owners, but also employees and who deal in this area or
trusted advisors.
Or advisors, and you know that this customer or your business or your employer is expanding into different areas.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
That is it. If you like the video, please thumb us up.
Yes.
Please drop us comments. We really are going to be responding to them and helping out as much as we possibly can. Just remember, these are general guidelines. These are general tips. Anybody that tells you that it's not fact-driven, that there aren't nuances,
True that.
Sure. There are some red line rules. There really are some red line rules, but you really want to go in and have somebody, or you go in and really look at it with your specific fact pattern in mind so you can figure out what it is you need to be doing and when you need to be doing it.
Exactly.
So we're closing out.
Yeah.
Please thumb us up. Please drop us comments. Please consider subscribing if you haven't done so. And have a good one.
Have a great day.
See you next time.
Bye.